Lego does not want me to start this build. Oh, dang. Trying to have a little bit of relaxation today before I work. In case I don't know what we're building, as if y'all are not here live stream, it should be up soon. I built the V19 Torrent from the Clone Wars. Jango Fett Slave 1, or what did they put on those blocks? What did Disney censor it to? Jango Fett Starship. Guess who's here? Take an arm. They will. We have an array of little characters today. We have the one, the only, Boba. We got baby Boba. Baby Boba Fett. Baby Boba Fett. Baby Boba Fett. Dude, Boba Fett's actually like a really good character in my opinion. I feel like Boba Fett, you either love him or you hate him. And a lot of people do hate on him. Yes, I know he, killed off a lot of he's killed off a lot of good characters in the Star Wars franchise. That I will not deny. But he's still one of my favorite characters, regardless of what y'all say. Yeah, it's leaned up again, by the way. I just have to do it like this. Oh, really? Super little one right here. One right here. Also, what is y'all's opinion? I need opinions on watching something. I need opinions on Book of Boba Fett. Like, as a Star Wars fan, I'm kind of like, do it. I don't know if I should watch it or not. And if y'all think I should, please give me a few good reasons on it. I know Cad Bane's in it. I like Cad Bane. I think I like all bounty hunters pretty much in the Star Wars franchise. Because they give them a lot of development, and genuinely a lot of them are like really good, except not horrible, terrible people. You know? I wouldn't say they're all bad. They all have standards. To an extent. But standards regardless. Y'all know? Here, so I can get my hands more. Stickers. If y'all know any Star Wars stuff, tell me what y'all's favorite starship. Like, as much as I love the Rebels and stuff, the dark side has far better starships, in my opinion. Look. Think about it. The Dreadnought, the Executor, all wonderfully crafted ships. All of them. Is it this one? Yeah, it is. Like, I mean, let's genuinely think about this real quick. Compare the Attack of the Clones to, like, okay, what am I trying to say here? If you think back into Attack of the Clones, who really had the superior ship? Like, think about that. Who technically had the more superior ship? Now look, I know what a lot of you are probably thinking. A lot of you are probably thinking, it's this one, it's this one, it's this one, it's this one. Well, you have to look. You have to look at everything that makes the ship. Like, Darth Maul's Infiltrator was really good. I loved Darth Maul's Infiltrator. Genuinely. It is a good one. But I'm going to compare it to something like an Executor. Executor takes the cake for me. I'm not saying that just because I'm more of a, like, I'm not doing it biased. It's just because, look, Attack of the Clones also had better stuff. So they're just saying that because you don't know anything. I've seen Star Wars. Think about it. It has the mines and everything. Adventure muffin and waffles. Hello. Hello there. We're building Slave One. Or the fire spray ship, whatever you want to call it. Jango Fett's ship. Not Boba's version. I mean, okay. For context, this is still the same ship. Boba gives it a rebrand. Because Boba does not like the colors that Jango Fett uses. So when the time comes and Boba's like, okay, I need something, he doesn't follow his dad. He follows his own head. And we get that iconic green, red, and white. His father is the iconic green, white, and blue. He does green, white, and red. Boba's just pissed off that his dad left him early. But then again, he also got Cad Bane to train him, which, you know, a lot of people would want. Like, what do y'all expect? It's Cad Bane, y'all. Okay. Something tells me these are gonna be like really flimsy with me. Wait a minute. We might be onto something here. Hang on. Aha. I know last time they had brown on one of these, it did not go well. It's fixed. How lovely. We are only on the first thing, Brickstorian. Welcome. But we already did complete the V19 tournament in another stream. We did that in like an hour, I believe. Very good to see you here. We just had some lunch as well, which will hopefully keep us up in our system. Exactly. Brickstorian gets it, y'all. In case y'all don't know who Brickstorian is a guy that I met who has a wonderful channel where he builds a lot of stuff. Right now, if I remember, you're working on a video with all your minifigures, which he has like over 700. But still, very cool guy. I would check him out if I were y'all. The top part on it. Oh my gosh, dude, the Gungan sub. So I did actually, so when I built the other one, the V19, I do know what they're talking about now. So on the V19, the reason why nobody likes the landing gear, okay, so, or more of how to get into flying, it's strictly because on how it's done. Unlike using that one little mechanism that they used to have on the original, you have to pull all the wings down separately. Nice. Okay, we have this so far, and we have Boba. As usual, this is just going to be a build, and then I am going to do a review of it all in a separate video. I'm going to put the V19 Torrent with a solid interest and Clone Wars Kenobi and the Clone Pilot also in there. We're going to review the characters for the two builds and the builds themselves. So, dude, V19 in general is so cool. I have been a Star Wars fan for a while, and I don't think I've came across the V19 in a while. Give me 1 second. I think it'll be easier if I pull something up. Hang on. Give me a second, my friends. Okay. I'm pulling something up. Hang on. Okay. Of course. Yeah. I feel like that's kind of lame that y'all would do that. Lego did not think well on its part. Oh my gosh, the little... Nice. And then, of course, what else can we do but with the iconic gun? Symbol, father, son, and then, of course, we have his little hair piece, if we wanted to give him that. Which me personally, I like him better just as Boba Fett. I didn't like him without his helmet on, even though all the clones look like him. So it's very hard to distinguish that iconic, like, you know. But Jango looks great even without the arm printing on the UCS version. I think it's an awesome thing. So one thing that I love is, I don't know, whenever you build the torrent, only one that has arm printing is Obi-Wan. They gave Obi-Wan perfect arm printing. It really looks iconic, actually. Hey Lego, if this looks familiar, build the Lucre Hawk. Please, we just need like a come on. Help us out, Lego. Make something do something good for once. Don't be greedy. Do not fall into the greed. Also, we were rewatching the movie, The Phantom Menace, and my dad walks in the room and he's just like, ugh, I hate how they did that with the actors. And I didn't realize they made the separatists, the two main separatist guys, I forget their names every time because I don't really like them either. Yeah, Ventress was like old. But one thing that I noticed that my dad pointed out was that they make the actors sound really Asian. And I didn't notice that at first. And then I watched it and I was like, oh dang, he's right. They sounded really Asian. Like, I didn't think anything of it at first until I'm watching it. Oh my gosh, Newt Gunn. Yeah, they chose Asian actors for him. And my dad was like, he just didn't like how they did that. And now part of me is thinking, like, maybe it was supposed to be a stereotype thing. But I doubt, George Lucas would want. I doubt George Lucas would do that. So part of me is just like, I guess I can see where they're coming from in a way. We're using our first sticker. I feel like there's so much censorship and stuff now, and then in case y'all don't know, YouTube has a new policy coming out where it's like, oh yeah, by the way, Watto is a Jewish. Yeah, the greedy. Yeah, the greed. That makes sense. So you know what? I wonder if they're gonna put this in the show. I want to see how Boba Fett learned to dislike the color blue. I know he probably hates the color purple thanks to a certain man. Also, like I said, y'all, apologize if I sound like a child. Yeah, I also pointed that out. Watto gives like the Jewish stereotype. Now, Lego, if y'all want to do a huge solid and y'all want to make that Anakin versus Younglings pack, I'm pretty sure all of us will buy it. I talked with people in VR and they agree they would buy that. They told me they would. Okay, thank you. I putting on these wrong? I feel like this is wrong, but, you know, because I feel like that would be, you know, more, yeah. Unless I'm holding the stickers thing upside down, in which case... Hey, I got it, guys, I think. Hopefully y'all cannot see my face. Fantasy sci-fi struggles often with different races, distinctive culture twisted without leaning into racist stereotypes. It's the bane of the genre. Lucrehawk, we need one. Lego, please. Somebody should do that for Master Builders competition. Just make a Lucrehawk. Impress them. And just be like, yeah, I want this. We didn't get enough of this. Someone's gonna look at it and just be like, what am I looking at? Dude, I'm telling you, we need a Lucrehawk. Me personally, I think a Lucrehawk would carry the franchise. But knowing how Lego functions as well, Lego's gonna be like, okay, we'll do a Lucrehawk. It's $500. And without a doubt, immediately all of us would be like, I think so. Dude, I would not buy any of the sets that releases from that. Because the set that did one, Lego extremely overpriced it. Oh, wait a minute. I think I did this wrong. Hang on. There we go. Fixed it. Yeah. Lego's gonna be watching this video surprisingly and just be like, Lucrehawk, Lucrehawk, How do we make this come true? We'll just overprice it. How about that? And then everybody at the table is just gonna be like, success, success, like it's the Three Stooges. Oh god. Scared the crap out of me. Here's the base that we have so far. I'm gonna set that down now before I destroy it more. I will say, it reminds me of Boba Fett's. But how did Boba Fett go from like $1,000 Luke Hulk as a secret to the Death Star? Can you wear it like a mask? It's a crazy mask. Yeah. Would not suggest wearing it as a mask. I don't think I might get COVID from it. I think one of the things though that I definitely have a problem with Lego specifically is just I wouldn't say it's the fact of how expensive everything is. It's more of the fact that I guess how they price it all. Oh, I put this in the wrong place. Dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it. Okay. There we go. Bionicle who? I remember Lego Bionicle. Despite me being only 19, I remember when Bionicle was still on shelves. Ooh, that unlocked a core memory. Yeah, there's just not that many cheap sets. Like, if, let's say they tried to make another cheap set, I mean, the possibility of it truly happening would still be kind of hard to pull off, in my opinion. Just because, you know, it's how expensive everything is. Except instead of doing something about it, like it just sits back and it's like, yeah, let's see how this goes. Now, don't get me wrong, Lego's a good company. I mean, Lego has done a lot over these years. And personally, I'm happy. Like, we confirmed another, what's it called? Why can I think right now? Why is my brain smooth? Lego confirmed another Pirates of the Caribbean. We have a UCS Black Pearl coming. I only have one problem. It's too expensive. Yeah. Also, I realized I messed up. I forgot a piece on Jango. The iconic jet plat. Yeah, 330 for it. I mean, it doesn't sound terrible. But I mean, here's my thing. If they bring a like, I'm not saying that's bad. That's not terrible. I think it has potential, honestly. But I mean, if we can get something else going, you know? Yeah, you got me there. Talking and streaming is very hard to do. Which is weird because I do it so often. I should be used to be able to like talk and stream and stuff. Master Skywalker, there's too many of them. What are we going to do? You know what someone should make? Which I don't think we have gotten for a while. Can we get a revamped Jedi Council? Yeah, would y'all buy that? Would we buy a revamped Jedi Council? Okay. So by the looks of it, the way things go here, it looks like it goes right about here. Facing towards them. Ooh. That's gonna do something. I have a feeling. Who would the actual set be? The council chamber? Like, who would be in it? I think I forget the one. Okay. I forget. There's one Jedi on there specifically. I forget her name. I don't remember what alien race she was, but she's orange, white, and blue. She's on the council. There's like, I forget her name, but she doesn't speak in there. She just looks at Anakin, if I remember in the movie. But one thing, I would want her in there. Obviously, Yoda should be in there. Because Yoda balling. Oh, that's right. It's down like that. I was like, why isn't it going in? Shakti, I think that's her. Shakti, Mace Windu, I would want in there. Mundi, even like I want some of the Jedi who we already know. Like Plo Koon deserves to be in there. Listen, let's be honest. If y'all had to choose a Plo Koon, who y'all taking? Y'all taking like Clone Wars Plo Koon or Order 66 Plo Koon? Because that only reason that he died was because he was in that. Was because he was flying. And really, it's kind of hard to shake people off while you're flying. Because, hear me out, if nobody has seen the Clone Wars, go check that out. That is one of the best series ever. My favorite episode of all time is part 2 to the Malevolence. Basically, Malevolence explodes. They're looking for everybody. And Plo Koon hits the clones with the hardest line ever. He says, "Why do you think no one would care about y'all?" And he goes, "We're just clones, sir. We're expendable." And he says, "Not to me." That is the most human thing you can say. Plo Koon cares so much about the clones. Which also makes sense why it was his downfall. It was because he cared so much about the clones. Doesn't matter, Plo Koon's the right answer. My friend said they should have let Samuel L. Jackson hit the F-bomb one time in Star Wars. I'm like, but he's supposed to be a humble character. I mean, if you look at who he's playing a humble character, so I mean, you kind of really can't have him curse. Yes. That's like episode 1 or 2, actually. That's season 1, episode 1, I think. Because Malevolence was like season 1, episode 3. No. What's the BMF for? I didn't know that at all. Also, for those of you who don't know, a lot of people also did not like Anakin's lightsaber. Mainly for the reason is because of oh my gosh. He had BMF on his lightsaber hilt. Just to remind him, don't say the F word. But that's pretty funny how he was allowed to put that on there. So I guess he technically put it in. And I seem to be missing something. Oh no. I'm missing a piece. Did it fall? No. I don't think so. What did the BMF even stand for? I found the piece. I've lost the piece. That's perfect timing. I've literally just found the piece. It bounces once and then disappears. Out of sight, out of mind is literally what I'm playing right now. Found the piece again. But, dude, we are putting this together. The fact that this is bag 3. What's another good person? Hear me out. Even though Anakin turned bad, technically, he helped Ahsoka. And I know what a lot of you are probably thinking. Anakin was never good. Anakin's the worst one of them all. He killed all those people. Well, technically, he also saved those people. Let me explain. During Order 66, when we the audience know what's coming, you know, the whole thing to kill all Jedi or whatever. Jedi are labeled as rebel scum. Okay, something feels weird about this one. Hang on. There's one thing that I want to point out. If y'all notice, for Anakin's part, okay, something feels weird. Something feels off about this. Hang on. Okay, started it off here. Okay, now I'm gonna go here. Now I'm gonna go here. Now I'm gonna go here. Oh, I did it wrong. Well, I think even though they knew something was weird, they still trusted Anakin. However, we can all blame Palpatine. I think everybody knows who to blame in this case. It's time to play Who Killed the Jedi? Well, there's this really nice guy named Palpatine. Okay, so after all that work, I've barely done anything. That took so long just to build that part. My goal is to have this done by at least 1 o'clock, if possible. Which I think will definitely happen. Listen, my theory still stands. I think Lego only likes Wars because it makes them the most amount of money, but they hate literally every little thing about the prequels, and yet they make a lot of prequel sets. Think about it. You don't really get that many sequels, which, let's be honest, sequels don't really deserve it. I don't like the sequels. I will not ever classify them as canon to the lore. It kind of ruins the whole reason behind the actual trilogy itself. Where it's like, oh, Palpatine's dead. Anakin saved them all. And then in reality, it's like, oh, Palpatine. He's back. Again. Why? Now, there's an actual joke that I love listening to where it's it literally, it just said for context. Star Wars is just a three-way trilogy about Palpatine wanting to die. And it literally goes up to every scene where he talks to Anakin. He says, what are you going to do? Kill me? Or it says, do it. Kill me. And I think it says, just let me die. Palpatine's a little sick of living at that point. He's like, I've lived through too much. Hello there. Yeah, they're like, hey guys, so we Jason Voorhees Palpatine back to life. They're like, man, Disney does such a good job at taking care. They bring Palpatine back. Well, Disney has just officially gone to hell. You keep forgetting you're a mod. Brickstorian, do you know about all the mods and stuff? Do you know how all that works or no? I'm curious. What? I agree with the Halloween one. Halloween's good. Speaking of Halloween, I don't know if any of y'all saw the new Lego sets they're coming out with Halloween. Those are cool. Y'all, if y'all have not checked out Brickstorian, please go check him out. He is joining us on our epic journey of building and defeating Palpatine in numerous ways. Brickstorian, how many figures have you done so far? Hello there. I already built Kenobi in a different set. Dang it, I only have Jango out. But still, hello there. We are slowly making progress, man. You know what? Let's hit that question out there. What is y'all's favorite Star Wars movie? I did not do Millennium Falcon. It's just not my thing. I'm more of a Galactic Empire kind of guy. Look, no hate to Millennium Falcon. Great ship. Especially significant speed, despite its size. But it's just not my thing. What's your favorite Star Wars movie? Like, are y'all Phantom Menace? Do y'all like... You don't have a favorite Star Wars movie, guys? Man, amen. 100%, bro. I'll agree with you on that. My top three are, I just forgot my top three for a second. Dang. They are, well, if I'm going in order here, um, dang. Okay, why is that not working? Oh, okay. Mandalorian. Me personally, I never could get into Mandalorian, but if that's your favorite, hey, I'm not judging. I feel like you shouldn't judge someone based off what they like. For me, I mean, it is the Clone Wars. Mainly because I grew up with the Clone Wars. It's the first season I ever watched, actually. Like, first full Star Wars show that I've watched. And it's made my entire childhood, really. So, okay, stand tall and proud that you are a Star Wars fan. That is what I say. And then if I had to choose a character, I might have to check it out then. We know Cad Bane's in it. In case I've not said this enough, Cad Bane is one of my top tier assassins. Like, not assassins, bounty hunters. Asajj is an assassin. What's y'all's opinion on Asajj Ventress? Like her, we hate her. Should we like Asajj, or should we not like her? No, I did not. I need to watch so many Star Wars shows. It's crazy. I've just been so caught up doing stuff. I would definitely catch up. I swear. I promise. Now, one thing I will say that I have watched. Well, okay, I don't know if y'all know this little fact or tidbit. Anakin's scar that he has, that really, I guess you could say, that scar over his eyes, that he already has in the Clone Wars when it starts? Yeah, Asajj did that. She did it in a fight with Anakin. Which makes me mad because Anakin's one of my favorite people and she shouldn't have done him like that. But that is a good reason, I guess, to technically have some character development at the start. That's kind of why he has a lot of hatred. Let's be honest, Star Wars is just about how Anakin gets banged up in every single way possible. Burned alive, lost everybody that he cared about, lost an eye, lost an arm to Count Dooku. My man was going through it. Ooh. Yes. I think Asajj Ventress is one of the best assassins in the fact that Yoda will just calmly stare at her, just like, oh, you're a disappointment. Okay. We are. Y'all can see it getting built. Y'all can see it. I like how this is coming along. Really, I do. Okay. We've made it this far. So it's like the first part, you just do literally the base, and then second one, you do like another layer, then third, we kind of get to here. So, let's do the bag that looks like it's a Lay's bag. It's got so much hair, bro. Wow. Okay. Out of all your Jedi Knights, who is y'all's favorite Jedi Knight? And then I'll ask who's y'all's favorite Darth. Like, who's your favorite Sith? Yes, you can. You don't even have to go with. I mean, it can go with technically any series, I guess. We're not doing Starkiller. He's not canon. I don't. He breaks lore. Whoa! Look at this piece, y'all. That is a interesting feeling, actually. I don't know what to think about that. Nice. Valid. Look, I would say Nihilist or Vader for Dark Side, and then I don't know, Jedi. I know more of dark side than Jedi. So we be safe with it, and we're gonna say, oh, you know what? They ever count Ahsoka? Does Ahsoka count as a Jedi Knight? I'm so good. Me trying to remember stuff right now because I haven't watched Star Wars in so long. I say so long. I've only watched like a little bit of the Clone Wars recently, trying to catch up and remember everything. Darth Nihilus. Now, I will say, Palpatine. Now, let's get this one thing clear. A lot of people said Palpatine is a weak Sith. Apparently, in the lore, he's one of the best that they've ever seen in their generation. So once he kind of took control of that council, everyone was done for. I have no idea what I'm building right now. Oh, wait, this might be a part of the ship that comes out from here and extends downward, now that I think about it. I feel like that would make sense. I feel like that's what I'm building currently. We'll have to see, though, if I'm right. Nice, nice. What set have you got to, Rick Storian? Like, which characters are you doing currently? If you would like to say, you do not have to. I know it hurts trying to build them all together currently. Also, a lot of people didn't like the arc. Well, they liked it, but they also didn't like it for a number of reasons. It's a version of Lord of the Rings. Nice. Nice. I remember Hiroshima. In case people don't know I don't sound or look old. I don't. I really don't. I look very young for my age. But time to blow on your minds. I don't know how this one's gonna. Oh my gosh, wait, I'm supposed to place this and I didn't realize it? I just realized I was supposed to place this down a long time ago and I never did. And ooh, okay. This thing looks wild currently. It's not a joke either. Yeah, for those of y'all who don't know, if y'all really want to know how young I look, there's people who really go into our drive-through at where I work and be like, "Since when did they let a 14-year-old work here?" I'm like, "Ma'am, I wish." That is a compliment and a half. But I mean, when I also hear people talk, I'm like, they sound very decent for their age. Oh, this feels weird. I have to do it underside without even looking at where I'm placing this. That, ooh, I didn't know how I felt about that. But it looks like it went well. Okay. Y'all, I think we need a new malevolence. And in case of all of you, what's a good term I can put it as? Non-cultured Star Wars swine. I'm sorry, that one might be too far. But for those of you who don't know Star Wars at all, or maybe you have just never seen the Clone Wars, which is a great series, by the way, which I highly recommend. Malevolence is like season 1, episode like 3. It's either 3 or 4. Okay, and we're already using our last sticker. That's wild. I'll cry about it later. Said Brickstorian calmly. Give me a second. Okay, there we go. This feels weird. It's the fact how far we've come to building this thing, and part of me is like, wow. Part of this, yeah. For context, Brickstorian was building the Ahsoka's. You were building two things. I remember you were building Ahsoka's like little battle scene, and then you were also building the. Oh my gosh! Why can't I think now? Why is my brain smooth? Smooth brain. Either way, he was building. Oh, it was that drop ship. He was building a very small version of a drop ship, and then he was building a Yeah, Death Trooper and Night Trooper Battle Pack. Yeah, it was that, and as well as Ahsoka's little showdown with Ezra, and he messed up a sticker, and he said, "It's all right. I'll cry about it later." See, I sort of care about how I do the stickers because I mean, now the fact that I'm starting to display stuff, which I have a big display now, um, I bought actually a good number of shelves to start displaying it. So yay for me. But oh, you said that. I remember that. Yeah, the Arc 170 was awful for sticker placement. Like it was bad. It was really bad, y'all. And if y'all really want to know how bad, y'all can go check it out if you have that. But if not, I'll explain. For him, it just was not a fun experience. It sounded like a nightmare that I never want to have to go through. It melted his. It melted it. It melted. Yeah, it's not fun. And honestly, I think it really hurts when you do something for so long and then it gets ruined because somebody suggested how to fix it and then it's just. I feel your pain. I've done a lot. I think all Lego people have done a lot of mistakes in the past. And also, I have been using Bricklink. Oh my gosh. I have a Lego that goes for about $50, which isn't much, but compared to a lot of other things, that's still worth a good amount of money. Never again. As you all know, Jet is the user I go by, not my real name. Real name we will expose if we either hit 1,000 subscribers or if I reach 21. Y'all want me to go get it? Hang on, I'll go get it real quick. I'll go get that in the torrent. So I was going through a lot of my old characters and stuff. I'm like, a lot of my characters on Bricklink they go for a good bit of money. And then I found a character for one set only that goes for $50. And this version of this character appears only in the Batman set, which now I cannot find her. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna lose my mind. This is what happens when you have ADHD and you get distracted easily like a squirrel. I have a feeling somebody moved her. Well, okay. Nope, I found her. I'm coming back, y'all. Okay. So, would y'all rather see. Okay. Would y'all like to see the whole torrent thing first or the character? What would y'all rather like to see? I'm gonna throw it up to y'all. Hey, it's factual if it is true, okay? Yes, these are. These are the two new August Wave sets. The whole thing? Okay, so we're going to start off with this. This is why a lot of people do not like the new V19 Torrent. As y'all can see, looks good, right? Except you have to put it down yourself. There's no whole little, you know, yeah. Also have the storm have our little clone pilot in here. He napping. He napping in here. So unlike how it used to be, where there's just one little, mechanism that you would spring right here to activate it all. Nope, you have to fully pull it all down. And they would all connect to up here, and then you would have to bring it down. Oh, it already broke. Not good. Put it back together. Easy. Now we have our characters. Obi-Wan with the arm print. Really cool. Asajj Ventress, who actually looks really decent. And then that $50 minifig I was talking about that only appears in one set only. Catwoman, who appears specifically in the Batcave of I think it was around 2020. It was Clayface. It was something to do with Clayface. Clayface, he's in the name. I know that for sure. I just can't remember the whole set name. But yeah. They did bring the curve. Oh, it's not going to focus, huh? Please focus. Or don't. That's cool. But yeah. Oh, it does focus. Hey, there we go. Everybody can see. Yeah, they did bring the curves. They that sounds so wrong. They they did bring the curve tilts. Yes. Thank you. Um, I also have a killer moth, who that version of him also appears in only one set. It is specifically the Scarecrow's Harvester set, which I would also, which is retired currently. Look, if y'all want, I can start doing Lego reviews on all my sets that I own, or a good number of them. My Coruscant guard ship did break. Okay, Lamasu! It's time to build this freak. For some reason, they gave him the Pythor build. Oh my goodness. This feels unreal. This is so intricate detail, actually. Oh, they got the neck perfect too. Yeah, I think we all missed that. That's so cool. Oh, I should still have my. I think I have in Obi-Wan. I think I do. Shout out to Reach India TV. Sure. Shout out. Shout out, my friend. I do the shout out. Wow. We we're coming soon to an end, y'all. How you doing today? Reach. No wonder why I couldn't get that together. I was doing the wrong piece. Set is good. Pythor build is hilarious. Hey, Pythor, I'm gonna be honest, was my favorite of all of the snakes. I think Pythor had the most, what's the word? I won't say he had the most character development. I'll put it like that. He had a good amount of character development. Okay, I'm gonna put short context here. For those of you who don't know the original, oh, thank you. Very kind of you to subscribe. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Yeah, I'll admit I don't usually do this stuff. A lot of the stuff I do is VR, which might not be y'all's thing. Uh, but we do a lot of silly adventures. If y'all can take cursing, uh, specifically people that curse like a sailor in my videos, then hey, it might be for you. Who knows? But if a lot of cursing's not for you, I'm very sorry. I started young. I started young is a crazy statement to make. No, I have not. There's a Lego VR building game. I know they're coming out with another Deadpool as well. I'm definitely going to record that. We have Neil Patrick Harris, who's going to be our Deadpool voice actor. I didn't think, I don't think, who was too happy about that one. Ryan Reynolds. I had to think first. I was like, who did Deadpool? But no, I did not know that there was a building game as well. Enlighten me. I will definitely have to look into that now. Okay. Huh. Man, you learn something new every day. Ooh, Bad Batch was good. Uh, I definitely know a good bit about the Bad Batch, despite as somebody who's never seen it. I do know a good amount about it, and I do agree. I think a Bad Batch Lego set would go perfectly with everyone's desires. Like if we had more of them. One of the most interesting characters to me, for some reason, was Tech. I like Tech. Tech just has that drawing and luring personality, you know? Now he'll forever be sad because he can never get to cry over a sticker from the Bad Batch set. If he messes up, he'll never get to cry about it. His dreams are ruined. I sympathize for you, man. Don't worry. I think having a Bad Batch set would have been cool. I mean, you could tell your friends that you built one. Look, the only reason why I really like tech is because I'm really a nerd guy. Okay? Which, in case y'all don't know what a nerd guy is, they're a nerd. I'm going to put it real blunt for you. If a nerd guy is a nerd, oh my gosh. Brickstorian over here with the puns. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Listen, dad jokes, dark humor. I love it all. Which is why I extremely loved the Anakin joke. How we need a youngling pack. I remember you making that joke, and I 100% agree. I do think we need an Anakin versus youngling battle pack. I've talked with people on VR about this. We all agree we would buy it. We would gladly buy it, build it, and play with it. Those younglings are getting smacked. In case y'all want to know how far we got so far, here's how far we have come. It would be. There's an old commercial that I saw. I was looking at like older commercials because why not? And somebody said, "How did this exist?" I was watching it. Kid was crying. Dad looked really dumb, like mad at the kid, and the kid threw a really big tantrum. And then that's when the product comes on the screen. It said that moment when you realized you should have worn a condom. I'm like, this is an ad about condoms. from like early 2000s. We really were at peak inventing then. Like we had the best commercials back then. Now what are we at? Literally people are starting to curse because everybody has some weird thing where they think cursing gets you to sell your product. Which newsflash, it really doesn't. I, look, cursing is funny to an extent, but if you constantly curse just to get, your fans to like you, I don't think that's worth it. Thank you. I mean, dude, I know that's hilarious. I really do think that. Okay, I built the guns. I can't wait to go into a build. Like once I talked about building this, and I can't wait to rant about the gun problem. How it's not like like I'll be like, guys, I may have been way too young to know about Boba's gunship whenever like his slave one when it was around. But at least I know what it looked like and how weird this one looks. Like instead of the two guns, like the two long barrels on his ship, they added the four little guns. Like the UCS did it right. What happened? Any questions? Yes. What happened when we were building this? Something tells me this makes a lot of people want to get a condom. For some reason, the humor is peak. And then all of a sudden, then you have to start dealing with all the certain group of women that come in. They're like, yeah, I want one. Like, hey, at least your product's sold, man. You hit your target audience. I'm not complaining if you hit your target audience. It was 2021 that they brought out Boba's ship? Really? I thought it was a lot earlier than that. Dang. How old am I? Am I really this young, bruh? Yeah, that is true. What's y'all's all-time favorite, like, starship, if y'all had to choose one? If y'all had to choose a single starship that y'all would fly, what would it be? Like, they teach you how to fly it, and then you go for it, and you fly it. What would y'all fly and why? V-Wing? Okay. V-Wings are very cool, though. So, honestly, I feel that. For me, I would say, hear me out. Because of the agility and skill that you have to like fly a V-Wing would be so cool. If you ever fly a V-Wing, I have mad respect. Okay. Okay. I might want to join you on that TARDIS then. I am a huge Doctor Who fan. I'll knock at the door of the TARDIS and just be like, "You got room for one more?" Hey, I'm I'm flying with you, bro. There's only actually ever been one Lego set that had the TARDIS, and it wasn't even a true Lego set. It was a Lego Dimensions. Look, I'm going to say something so real right here. This tells you how big of a Doctor Who fan I am. With that one boy, the boy who cried mama, from that specific Doctor Who episode, I would want that set. But, I mean, it's a sci fi war going on. So, like, technically, Lego, and I'm going to put this in the nicest way possible, if you are technically the company that does sci fi wars. Wait, they did? Oh my gosh, and I never knew this? Y'all didn't buy it for me for my birthday? Man! Some friends I have, I would have loved a TARDIS set. Y'all, I'm a huge fan of the TARDIS. Wait a minute. Which doctor? Hang on, hang on. Which doctor did they use? Speaking of, wow. Wait, if it's Matt, isn't Alex a weeping angel? So wait, does that mean they used the ninth or the 10th Doctor? Because I know a lot of people love the 10th Doctor. Oh no. 10th Doctor. 10th Doctor. All the way 10th. He does season 2 of Doctor Who. Damn. They used the 11th and the 12th? Man, 10th Doctor. Okay, here's where we're at, y'all. A rat is trying to break into my room currently. Never mind, the rat has broken into the room. What? What? Oh, come here. Everyone, meet the Kiggy. There you go. Yo, thank you. She is a gray tux, part tabby. She's tabby in her tail. She's got all the little raccoon stripes. She is trouble to 110%. Okay, y'all. Let's get to finish this build. It is 12:21. We are staggering right now. Oh my gosh. Y'all, that had to be the fullest bag of all the tiniest pieces ever. This is gonna be fun, y'all. This is gonna be fun. I can already feel it. We're gonna have a fun time. We're gonna build tiny things. We're gonna build nothing bad. Foreshadowing that we build a bomb in this. with I'm like, guys, it's gonna be so fun. We're gonna build everything nice and safely, and nothing bad's gonna happen. Is that a bot? Kitty's name is Bella Lugosi. That is her full name. Well, we named her after Bella Lugosi. He plays Dracula in 1931, I believe. And my family knows I'm a big horror fan. So, speaking of horror, me and a friend watched Friday the 13th Part 3 last night in VR. One of the best experiences. Now, you have to. The fact my name is Jet is funny. Well, the channel name is Jet. I still think that's hilarious. Gotham! Oh, man, is it hard to find Gotham in the middle of the night? Imagine trying to find your cat in the middle of the night. You look up and you just see the cat staring at you. I'm like, Gotham, where are you? Up here, mortal. The last place you want to find your cat, right above you, ready to strike. I still think Gotham is such a cute name. Except what? Oh no, the dots. No, what about the dots? That symbol up. Oh, that is amazing. That is atrocious but amazing. You're like, imagine early in the morning you're trying to find Gotham. Is it Gotham that has it or is it Jet? Which one has it? You have me curious. Which one of them has that? Which one of the two little kiggies got that? Got that special power up ability. It's Gotham. Of course it's Gotham. Imagine it's like 3 a.m., you hear noises, and you just see this little white patch going towards the litter box, and you're just like, oh gosh. And you just know what's coming. He's the Jet is the entirety of that. So fun fact about my dog Jet, the original Jet before this channel, he was an all black dachshund. If y'all want, and also if y'all are subscribed, I will post the photo later that y'all can definitely check out. Y'all, as I do behind the scenes stuff, I do show a lot of my weird avatars that do concern most adults. That's your everyday life. But yeah, I will show pictures of Jet. for all of y'all to see and y'all can look at. He was my original baby before Bella. And in my eyes, he will always be the original baby before Bella. Wow. So inventive. We are making it, y'all. We are almost done. We've almost finished. This is the last bag. This is the last bag. I didn't think I would get this many people watching me today, just building a Lego set and talking, because y'all don't even get to see my face. Y'all just get to see my arms, my hands, my hard-working hands that are slowly getting ripped apart. This is normal. He's gone. It's a big glowing knob. It got the juice. It got the juice. I can't imagine a more beautiful thing. I think the last thing I am building is actually going to be the landing gear. So how nice. Y'all get to see the landing gear. A plus song reference. Hopefully I don't get copyrighted for accidentally singing that, bro. I want you to be like, screw you. It's his. Dude, we can just say the most random ooh raka tiki ta stuff and just get literally just doing that. Somebody will be like, copyrighted. Why twist? Y'all, Rick Storian is an amazing dude. Please check him out if y'all have not yet to. He's an amazing guy. He does a lot of work behind the scenes. I have seen a lot of work behind the scenes. We had a 2 hour conversation yesterday, pretty much, if I remember correctly. It was around a good 2 hours, just about all Lego sets and how overpriced they were. And now that I'm actually building these, dude, I feel old as well. A lot of people make me feel old for using one word and one word only. They just have to use the word sir, and I instantly want to cry. Thanks, Nico. Yeah, it's very easy to make me feel old. People just calling me, going up to me, just be like, "Sir." I'm like, "Look, I know it's like somebody called me sir." I looked at this dude in the eyes and said, "Look, man, I'm a level with you right now. Um, you don't have to follow that formality. Break the cycle." I'm sorry, what? I'm so confused. Oh no, I messed up on this end. Shoot, 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 shoot. I knew it looked weird. Haha, I fixed it. Now it's time to do the other. I am very curious, my friend. Did you subscribe as well? I'm still staying sub to you no matter what your response is. Because genuinely, I actually love your content of building Legos. I find that very amusing. Keeps my smooth brain calm, actually. Guys, I'm becoming a child now. You subbed went right when you joined? That's wild. Yeah, most of my stuff is VR content. I know it's probably not the thing you're expecting. If you want to, just show up only for the I mean, I also do work stories every now and then. Other than that, it's really just cringe shit that I do, which I'm not very proud of, but I'm still gonna keep it up. Cause you know, just resubbed to make sure. Look, one thing about me is I will post a lot of behind the scenes stuff with my friends when we hang out. Like, so, okay, a game on PS4 or PS3 that came out, oh, I wouldn't say a long time ago, but a good bit ago was PT. PT is a VR horror game. And we found that horror game. So, being the nice person that I am, dang. Being the nice person that I am, though, I forced two of my friends to play with me so I wouldn't be scared alone. Dude, if you ever want, we can have a normal Lego conversation genuinely over VR. What? Uh, okay. I don't know. I don't really know how to react with that one. I'll be honest, gang. I don't. Welcome, I guess. Huh. I don't really know how to react with that one. I'll admit. Yeah, I think most of. Question for you, Brickstorian. Would you say that? I mean, I feel like Jango Fett's pretty tough. Like, I mean, I think he's a tough character to beat. When it comes down to your options, I mean, you kind of, you don't have many choices, I would say. Brickstorian's just chilling, y'all. Ow! That was my freaking leg. Oh, crap, that hurt. Huh. There we go. I fixed that. This looks like a carbonite coffin in a way. If y'all had to take on one Star Wars character, who would it be? Me personally, I'd take on one of the younglings. Sorry, very much not sorry. Because here's my thing. What is the youngling gonna do? Survive? Hate to break it to you. The youngling does not have a chance. Oh, delicious scrum. Me over here trying to remember which character that was. Some little guy. I feel like I feel like most of us just want to take out characters that piss us off. Look, y'all can say what you want. One character I'm keeping alive and refuse to even mess with is Count Dooku. Because if he knows how you fight, oh my gosh, the little. I know the monkey now. I know exactly who you're talking about. Yes. That dude is weird. Isn't he also like Jabba's pet or something? I mean, the less human pet. For, you know. Well, that's all he does is laugh. I thought that's all he mainly did. I mean, he couldn't do much else. Jabba would have stabbed him on the spot for laughing. Jabba would be like, "Oh, you think this is funny?" And just instantly stab him. Okay, now I need to like stand this up somehow. Uh, what? I'm so confused. He's not going to fight back. Here's the better question. Would he even want to? Like, think about that. Like, I have no idea what I'm building. Okay. Okay, fine. I will. How about that? But, like, bro, it's the freaking name of the ship. You, like, that's what I don't get. Like, why would you report that? If it's the name of the ship itself, it makes no sense to report something that has its. Exactly, bro. But, like, if you genuinely report my thing for calling it the name it actually is, like, you're mental. Okay, ladies and gents. Okay, the characters. There it is. I'll probably do a review on all of them. I'm gonna go also do some more VR content probably for y'all. Very soon, I will also be doing. We're gonna be doing. I'm gonna review both of these in one go. How about that, dude? He's got like that Pythor build to him, in my opinion. And then also with these specifically characters, I believe, if I remember correctly, you can pop Jango here and Boba in the back. Ah, I almost killed the man. Give me a second. Let me see if I can do it. Ah, yeah, if you want to see more of this content that I do, because I don't just do Legos, I also do a lot of VR content. But I mean, if you want to see VR content, perfect. Yep, look, they both fit in there. I got them both in there. He's just sticking his head out. Okay. Ooh, that looks awesome. Y'all have a good one. Take care, y'all. I'm gonna go play VR now. Bye. Let's just get one more look at this. Take care, y'all. Bye. Goodbye, V19 Torrent. Dude, I love Star Wars. I have a lot of Star Wars stuff, but if you want to see some more Star Wars stuff, I would definitely review some Legos and other stuff that I own. And even in VR, I can play as Star Wars characters. I have the clone with the lightsaber specifically. So I'll see y'all.